Internet! I'm here again, in the same room. No, fan, I told you to shut up. I love you and appreciate what you do for me, but it's not the time. It's FAQ Friday time, because it's Friday, and you have some questions that are frequently asked. What happened recently? Fender put out some new guitars. They're rad. That's, you know what, the like pawn shop and alternate universe is probably one of my favorite things that's happened in guitars. I mean, none of them are made in left-handed, so I don't like them that much. But they just are randomly like, hey, here's 5 things that we thought looked cool. You can buy them. They're not crazy expensive, and it's not going to affect our normal line. Here's some weird stuff we thought of. We thought it's cool. We thought that you might think it's cool too. So yeah, Fender, make some for us lefties, and we will definitely buy them because we like weird stuff. All right, so first question is from... waiting for the website to load. Gary Herbner. Hi, Graphtech. I have a Squier Jazzmaster baritone, and I want to put some bass 6 string set on it to tune or lower. What nut would you recommend for a bass 6 setup? For my understanding, the Squier Jazzmaster baritone uses the same neck as the Squier bass 6, just with a different nut to use baritone strings, not bass 6. Thanks in advance for your help. So you got a couple options. You can go with the PT 5010, and that one is a Fender style nut, but it's flat bottom and a bit taller than normal. So you'll have probably enough clearance to slot them deeper and wider for the larger string sets. The string spacing might be slightly different, so just double check the string spacing that's on there right now. Just measure the distance from the first string to the middle of the 6th string, and then see if that's around 35 mil, and if so, you're good to go. And another option is to go with the PT 2200 blank, which is most of the way there. It just needs to be slotted. So either way, you're gonna have to do some slotting because we don't make a Fender bass 6 nut specifically. So yeah, go with one of those. This next one's from Stephen Adcock. I'm trying to upgrade the bridge pins on my Kala Parlor. I have contacted Kala, and although they do not have a bridge pin designation size, they sent me the measurements. Our bridge pins are 5 millimeters wide at the thickest point, 4 millimeters at the narrowest, 25 millimeters long at the shaft, and have a total length of 30 millimeters. Do you think you have pins that will match? Thank you, Stephen Adcock. So, there is no real standard for bridge pins in the industry, but if they're 5 millimeter at the thickest, which is probably the top of the shaft, I'm gonna get through this, and those would be our traditional style pin. And again, since there's not really a standard, they might be a little bit bigger than you need, which is good. So if they stick a little too proud out of the bridge, you can just take some really fine grit sandpaper, like 400, 600 or whatever, and just twist them a couple times, and then do that until they get down to the point that you want them. But yeah, so any of our bridge pins that say traditional on them, those will be the ones that you want. This next one's from Thomas Luckfield. Hello, I own a PRS Custom SE24. I would like to know which model Black Tusk XL guitar nut fits my guitar. Best regards, Tom. So for any of the PRSs, you want to go for the PT 6643. It's one that they buy from us, and it's pretty straightforward. And your guitar will stay in tune. There's no joke. That's just, you buy this, your guitar gets better. Boom. This next one's from Paulo Baltaro. ES335 with Bigsby. What is the best bridge replacement you suggest for the best performance and the most important, the best tuning stability for a Bigsby installed? I am not really sure about the correct size of the bridge for my 335, so consider that I have an Epiphone 335 Elite. Bracket elitist. Thanks, Paul. So, for a big you will want to go with our string saver saddles. They're impregnated with Teflon all throughout it, so which means that they're permanently lubricated with PTFE or Teflon, aka Space or Magic, or no, Space Magic? Yeah, Space, they're Space Wizards. They made them. They just ripped a guitar solo, laser shot out, and then they made this space dust. That's a fact. You can look it up on Wikipedia. So yeah, go with an 8863 bridge because it's an Epiphone, so the PS 8863-C0 is chrome, string saver saddles, awesome Bigsby stuff. You're welcome. This next one's from Connor Talk Stetch. I am writing to request a special order of the PQ 5010-LO model nut for a Squier Stratocaster. I have recently purchased a left-handed Squier Stratocaster and have begun improving it in ways that are meaningful, including altering the pickups, upgrading to Graphtech ratio tuners, nice. Although, I've run into some issues finding a nut that fits the dimensions while still being designed with the correct orientation in regards to the guitar. Would it be possible to purchase a PQ 5010-LO model? Thanks, Connor Shack. First off, lefty high five. Second off, for Squier, yeah, you can go with the 5010, but we don't make it for us lefties. But we do make the 5000, which is the Swiss Army nut of Strats and Squires and Fenders. And we work on all of them. And we make it lefty. And instead of the PQ, you'll want to go for the PQL. Because remember all that laser space dust or whatever? I don't even remember what I said before. All of that awesome stuff that's also impregnated in these nuts. So, you'll want to go with the PQL 5000-L0 or LO, and that'll be pretty much a drop-in replacement. It's going to be a little bit longer than you need, and it can work in either a flat or curved slot. But yeah, just some minor sanding is needed to get that tuning stability that you want and crave and is meaningful. This next one's from Thomas Mancuso. Hi, what string saver saddles will fit a
Goto 510 UB wraparound bridge?
Thanks! So for those bridges, unfortunately we don't make a direct replacement for the saddles, but you could upgrade the bridge with one of our Razor Max bridges that are loaded with string saver saddles. So PS 8595-C0 for chrome. And then it'll be a much more lightweight bridge, like legitimately. You'll pick it up and you'll be like, this is a hologram. I'm holding nothing because it's so light and so resonant and dripping with tone, and it also has the string saver saddle. So it'll be louder, sound better, your friends will be jealous, you can show it off at parties, you'll just get high fives and free drinks all night. This next one's from Stevo179. Hello, slowly replacing all the nuts on my guitar with Black Tusk XL, and I am looking for the proper model to fit a Schecter Banshee Extreme 6 guitar. Thank you, Steve Evanchik. So, actually that guitar should already have our nut on there, but if you're needing to replace it or just have a spare, then the PT 6642-00 will be the nut that you need for that guitar. Is that what I said? PT? Yep, 42 mil. I remember things. This next one's from Steve McVeigh. Hi, I just ordered a PRS Silver Sky. The saddles look dramatically different than my other PRS guitars. Do your string saver saddles fit this model? Thanks, Steve M. So usually for PRSs we have a specific set for them because the bridge height and neck height is slightly different than a Fender style or Strat style guitar. If you put the Strat saddles on there, the height adjustment screws will be a bit too long and will stick up too much and cut your wrist and will be uncomfortable. But for that, since it's a Strat style guitar and they have a more standard Strat style tremolo on it, I would assume that it's gonna be fine to use the Strat style ones. So yeah, go with the PS 8000-00 saddles and those should be a drop-in replacement. If they're too tall, then yeah, just shoot me an email, justin@graphtech.com, and I can send you out the shorter adjustment screws. Alright, that's it for episode 64 of FAQ Friday. That kid's losing his mind about it, and you should too. Tell your friends. Hit the subscribe button, cause 75% of you are watching our stuff unsubscribed. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Frank. Hit the like button if you liked it. Dislike button if you didn't like it. If you don't like it, you've already gone on to a cat video or watched the good old 64 Kid classic. Playlists. Reach out to us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and talk about guitars. Make nut jokes. Come on, let's do it. Anyway, see you next week. Party hard.